everybody. Welcome back to Real Time JC, Real Time Jesus with me, Stephanie. Today is a wonderful day. The birds are singing, the sun is shining. I'm up early. I know. You know, guys, you may not know this about me, but I spent a long time in the world of professional live theater. And my nights were like full of energy. And by the time I got home in the evenings, it was midnight. And so then it would take me probably an hour to wind down. And so getting up early was really a chore for a very long, like 20 years. Like 20 years. It was a long time. So the fact that I have been, see, early bird, I am just speaking it into existence. The fact that I'm getting up early, today was 5:30. That's a big deal for me. Usually it's in between 7 and 7:30. But the fact that I'm getting up early, I mean, guys, it's a big deal. So I commend all of you early birds out there. Good job. Okay, well, today is episode 6, and the title of today's little devotion is Masterpiece with a Purpose. You are God's masterpiece with a purpose. You may have noticed today I have an addition to my bedroom here. It is a beautiful painting, an oil-based painting, I don't know. I am not an artist, so I don't know the correct terminology, but it is a painting and it is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love the trees. I love blues and all the different shades, and I love the forest and nature. And so I have spent like literally a year and a half putting it in my cart on Amazon and out of my cart on Amazon, in my cart on Amazon, then out of my cart on Amazon. And finally, I purchased it like 4 days ago, brought it in, put it up on top of my bed frame there. It was actually covered in plastic for the first 3 days. And so I would come in and out of my room like, oh, that's so pretty. It's still covered in plastic. And then I would go out and it was like, okay, it's still covered in plastic, but I probably need to take that off. So today I took the plastic off, but I still set it up against the wall because I know it's going to take me a hot minute to get that sucker up out of the wall. And today I don't have time to do it. So I thought, well, it's just fine where it's at. But really, is it? It's really not. It's really not on full display. It's not serving its purpose until it's in its proper place. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, isn't that an illustration of us? It totally is. It hit me today as I was walking over here to sit down and have quiet time with God before I film, because I literally, this is real time. This is what God is speaking to me in my devotional time with Him in the morning, right before I film on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This was it. What gifts do I have that I am not, whether either the enemy is holding them back, because most likely that is what's happening, or if I have an insecurity, if I have some conditioning from a past situation, circumstance, calamity, even a relationship, a culture surrounding me that is holding my gifts back from being on display for others to see Jesus through. That literally, it's happening. It happens all the time to us. Wow, this is a beautiful painting. It's a work of art in my eyes. It's a masterpiece. It's a beautiful work of art. It's not yet in its place for others to appreciate all that it is. So let me ask you today, what is holding you back from displaying the glory of God in you? Let me take you to Ephesians 2:10. Now today I am using a Bible app because I love all the different translations that the Bible, like all these translations that has Ephesians 2:10. And sometimes I use different translations because one will stand out over another or will speak to me over another. But let me just start with the King James Version. This is Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath before ordained that we should walk in them. Okay, right here it tells us truth in the Bible. We are his workmanship, like this. We are his workmanship. He created us. He designed us. He designed you, and not a single one of us is the same, which is really mind-blowing in itself too. Created in Christ Jesus. His DNA is in us. We are created in him unto good works, which God hath before ordained that we should walk in him with a purpose, with his gifts, his DNA, with a purpose, so that we can be on display to be using them for the good, to save many lives. That's a whole other verse too. Okay, so the NLT has the actual word that I love. For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so we can do the good things he planned for us long ago. Okay, so let me just say that last thing, that last part of the verse again, that last thing. So we can do the good things he planned for us long ago. Long ago, like when we were born, he had a purpose for us when we were born. He still has a purpose for you right now. And if you're not walking in that purpose because of something that the enemy is trying to hold you back in, then you're not on full display. You are not. So, okay, another translation, so cool, is in the Passion Translation. And I love this. I love this translation of the Bible because I am definitely more of a feeler type of person. I love like poetry, and I love creativity, and obviously, like I love. I guess like you could say I like adjectives. Descriptive words, and this translation really captures like the poetry of the Bible. Like it's like a poetic translation. And what this one says, Ephesians 2:10, is we have become his poetry, which I love, a recreated people that will fulfill the destiny he has given each of us, for we are joined to Jesus, the Anointed One. Yes. So if we are joined to Jesus, the Anointed One, don't you think that we should be walking boldly forward into the purpose that he has created us for? You know what? You may not even know what your purpose is. You may not even know what gifts that you have. And that's because the enemy loves to try to steal those gifts away. And he tries to make you think that you are not worthy to be seen, that you are not enough, that you can't help make an impact on somebody's life. Well, I'm here to tell you today that you can. You absolutely can, and you will, when you know who you are in Christ and you understand that your identity is in Jesus. Just knowing that your Father, who is steady, who is compassionate, who is long-suffering, who is love, he literally is love, who is powerful, who, guys, I mean, just like he is everything, and he surrounds you, and he is like, he made you. When you grasp that, oh my goodness, it will open up a whole brand new world of possibilities. So let me ask you, let's start with this. Let's stop and think about the situations, the people, the places that you tend to not display the glory of God in because of an insecurity, a fear of not feeling enough. Let's stop and think about that. And then I want you to write it down. Now, for me, it's typically, it's one of two things. Either it's when I'm around a particular person or in a particular situation where either I feel timid or I feel shy or I allow someone else to intimidate me. And I'm working through those things. So the way that I do that, and maybe this will help you, is to write that down, that situation, that circumstance, a culture maybe it's a work culture, or a person that you come into contact with, or maybe it's a friend, and maybe you don't feel strong enough to be who you are. Write it down and give that to God. Pray about that. Always seek God in prayer. Always. That's our way that we can have a conversation with him. And really, realistically, prayer is just conversation with God. We don't need to say big words or feel like we have to be absolutely perfect in our prayer. It's just like I'm talking to you right now. That's it. It's pretty cool. It's so cool. So cool. So that's your exercise for today. And I'd love to see in the comments the ways that God is working through you, the ways that he is using you to display his glory. I want to hear about it. I want to see it because it encourages others for sure. So one of the ways, like with my daughter, for some reason, I don't know why this is, but there's a need for me, which is not really a need, but it's something in me where I want to feel important to her. And so sometimes when I'm around her, I'm like, Sky, look what I did today. Look what we did today. Look what I did today. And I realize like that's not necessarily healthy. There's no reason why I need to do that. If my identity is found in Christ, then why would I need to feel like I want this person to think that I'm important? So there's an insecurity there. So I'm working through that. I know it sounds silly. It's my daughter, but just to be vulnerable with you, that is one of mine. So I'm excited to see what God is going to do through this exercise with you today. So I have a verse, Song of Songs. I've made up my mind until the darkness disappears and the dawn is fully come. In spite of shadows and fears, I will go to the mountaintop with you. The mountain of suffering love and the hill of burning incense. Yes, I will be your bride. Song of Songs 4:6. That is making a conscious choice to follow God, to trust in God, to know his love for you. And if you're struggling today, I want to help you through that. Direct message me at StephNickSteph, Facebook, Instagram. I'd love to pray with you. I'd love to walk that journey with you today. So thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for joining me. Just step into that glory. Be on full display. Don't let your masterpiece, the gifts inside of you, don't let you just lean against the wall. Know that you were created for a great purpose, a greater purpose than you'll ever realize. Ever, ever, ever. Know that you are amazing. So good. So I will see you episode 7 in just a couple days. Hope that you have a great day today. I know that you will because God is on your side. You are amazing. Again, you are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Share this video, share other videos, and I will see you back soon. Bye, guys.